All right, so we were all gung ho to finish this thing for Power Tour. That was like 2 weeks ago. So clearly we did not make it. But just as we were losing motivation and things just weren't going right, you can always count on a friend, right? In comes Kevin with his friendly motivation and throws a challenge our way. So I'm thinking we should probably still finish this thing as quick as possible. This way we're not making excuses in about 8 or 9 months. So, if you guys are following along, which I hope you are, we haven't had the best of luck, right? Everything was going okay with the Suburban. Some things took longer than they should have, and some things might have not been, well, as nice as we thought they were. But we kept pushing and worked through it. Just in time for Megan to take a little spill, and well, she broke her foot, sprained her ankle. The ankle's all good now. We're healed up. And, well, she's coming along with the foot. We got to follow up in about 2 weeks. And she's hoping she gets the boot off. We'll see how that goes. Then, just guys, I'm like, okay, I'm taking care of her. Still trying to get some stuff done down here. And next thing you know, I am like down and out with the gout. So if you don't know what that is, you are a lucky son of a bitch because it is terrible. It hurt like a mofo, and I don't know. It's one of those things. I remember like every male in my family on the Italian side always had the gout, and might have something to do with the food that we eat. Like what are you gonna do? But we're good. We got still a little hitch in our giddy up here, but. That just looks like a pimp walk now, so we're good. Now you know where we've been, why this video is a little bit late, and well, we're gonna stop making excuses and actually get to work. We got some stuff in, guys. Boxes just keep kind of filling up the shop, and that's good. It'd be even better if I'd put them on the vehicle. So that's what we're going to work on now. Well, before we do that, we got to finish this guy up. So last time you saw it, we put all those clamps on the back, and I said I'll be back tomorrow. That was about a week and a half ago. So I think it should be cured. If not, then it's just never going to cure. So I'll flip you around, show you guys how it came out. And a little close-up as to why you shouldn't buy the cheapest thing on the internet sometimes. So like I was saying before, we put some wood here to kind of just make it all flat. We didn't want any bubbles. Here's our biggest problem, guys. Things don't line up. Like you see this little guy here? Yeah, she should be over here. Which is really weird because that lined up okay. This was like, but what are you going to do? Well, it seems to be all right with the exception of I just cannot get right here to hold in. But if everything else is holding on, it should be all right. We got to drill a hole over here. We got to drill 2 holes over there. Put all this trim back on. Guess we'll see how it comes out. I really can't remove these things one-handed, so I'll take these off, show you guys how flat or non-flat it is, and we'll go from there. All right, we got the clamps and the wood off of there, and I'll tell you what, guys, I am very happy that I gave it another go here on this back, just on the back seam, if you guys saw. Yeah, we had a little kind of bleed through there, but it held in really good, really good. Was like in here has a little bit of movement, but to look at it like this, kind of like you'd be looking across the dash, not wavy at all. So that's good. We still, we're worried about this front line here. So we'll see how that comes out when we put it in the vehicle. But another little issue we have here, there's nothing I can do about that because it's just not a great mold. Like, this is off, this is off. This one is kind of off too. We trimmed out enough of that it really doesn't matter. It is what it is, guys. Like I said, this was the cheapest one. You get what you pay for, right? But we'll throw it in and see how that all goes. And I got an idea. So I was kind of preparing for this to be bad, and we're going to make it, well, I guess we'll see. We'll see what we're going to make it. We're going to make it something. Well, here you go, guys. We got it in, and it's the best it's looked yet, guys. I'll be honest with you. Look at, from this angle, it looks pretty awesome. Now, we still have some of that problem that we were worried about. It's better than it was, but yeah, you still see it, right? You see the metal part. You see how that's misaligned. It's just because this guy does not come far enough down. That's the problem. No matter what way you slice it, that's what we're gonna be. So I'm calling that good enough. I still got a bit of an idea. I'm gonna trim off this excess glue and install it. And then I got maybe a little piece of weather stripping right here. Obviously not outside the glass, but inside there, maybe that's what that's for. Maybe I was trying to think ahead. We'll see how it works. But guys, honestly, I am not bad. Well, I guess I am bad at dash installs. I am not mad at how that came out. So we'll pull it back out. We'll put our mount hole here. Couple little trim holes, put everything together, put the vents in there, and install it one last time. All right, she is permanently mounted in there. And because I'm a glasses half full type of guy, I'm going to show you all the good stuff first. Right here, come on. Looks pretty good. I was really worried about the top of it being all like the Atlantic Ocean or whatever, but it's not. Super straight. I dig that. Obviously, really cleans everything up. The little grill there fell into place. And Scottsdale trim looks good. So that's all the good stuff. It fits. Well, it fits how it fits, right? Clearly, that guy right there doesn't fit very well. We got to do a little trimming, because that's the one where the things like, it's askew. And, well, guys, this right here, I kind of screwed up. This here should have been underneath this. Because of how this was all kind of off, it wouldn't fit. So I had to put it on top. I saw the other guys on the Journey HQ, they left that on, and that's because this will all kind of hide it. They had a better product than me, so this one didn't fit right. It looks good, looks clean. It's just if you know, this is supposed to not be out like that. But it looks clean. I'll bring it around the other side and show you the other thing I'm not crazy about. So walking up on it over here, same thing, looks super clean, nice and straight across the top. I really dig that. Obviously from over here you can see that top vent, it's a little, doesn't go down anymore, guys. That's it. So we're going to trim a little bit on the bottom, and we'll get it in there. this guy right here, don't fit so good. That's the other part I don't love. I bet most of the time this door will be shut. You won't even see it. But I'll know it's there. But that's it, guys. I mean, I'll show you out from the outside too, because I'm not sold on that. But before you put your glove box in, you need to get up in there and make sure your ducting's all hooked up. We're good to go. So, yeah, I'll show you outside here. I don't think you can really see it with the reflection. I mean, there it is. All right, it is what it is. We're going to try and mess with this. I'm not doing that right now. I want to get the rest of this put together. And we'll worry about that a little bit later. All right, guys. So as usual, I kind of just got after it and didn't do a whole lot of recording. But what do you think? Huh? So, glove box kind of, guys, it basically falls in. There's 4 bolts along the bottom. Simple. That's it. This bezel, yeah, it, you will wrestle this in. And, because this dash pad doesn't fit the best, we've kind of beaten that horse, but we're going to continue to. Right here, you see it kind of comes out. There's a, let me show you with the light here. It doesn't, yeah, you can see where they meet, right? It's not a big secret. It doesn't want to get this guy in there, right? This doesn't want to come over all the way. And then this one, the nut for this is like up here. It's way too high. So we are missing a bolt out of here and here, but it ain't going nowhere. We got everything underneath nice and installed, and that's the start button, guys. We got that mounted up nice. Normally you turn the key and that would light up, but battery's not connected, and well, neither are the wires. So. But that's there. Everything is ready to go. Well, not everything. I guess we could put some vice grips on here and drive it like that, right? But the same thing that happened with everything else in the interior, getting all this hardware together, figuring out how it fits. Even without this dash pad, you're going to wrestle this guy. Watch a few videos. People have different opinions. That dude that was on trucks for a hot minute, he did a commercial or like a build for LMC. I trust him. He said if you got an AC truck, get that in first. And that's what I did, and it worked. Just took some doing. So the next one I do should be pretty easy because I actually know how it all goes. But guys, I'm digging the way it's coming together. I'm going to go ahead and make those connections, and then we'll put the wheel on. Yo, so this has been a long time coming. But we actually have a complete interior. I mean, right down to the horn ring, This box over here, it's amazing. It's like a bottomless pit of just hardware and parts and all sorts of little doodads and whatnots that we needed. If I didn't find that box, there is absolutely no way that this thing would look like it does right now. Because all sorts of stuff came out of there. All the little stuff, guys, that you search for. Because I didn't take this apart. I had no idea what any of this stuff was. So it was a lifesaver. And I'm just... Guys, I am definitely happy that it's done, and as usual, I have lost track of time. But it's done. I'm happy. There you go. Well, guys, another night in the shop and another task that never should have taken that long. Um, when you don't take things apart and you kind of inherit a project, you never know what you're going to find, right? And for me, I mean, luckily I was able to figure out where everything goes. Square body is a pretty simple truck. I can say truck now because, you know, they said so. But who said so? The tailgate tour. Those guys, they said so. So, yeah. So many things, guys. Just like all the stuff under the dash, all the brackets that hold all the computer thing and all the ducting, all that kind of stuff. It was all just tore out of there. I had no idea how it went in there. I didn't know how the column all went back. I mean, it's a GM column, but still, right? There's always something a little different. That is why this has taken as long as it has. Because we inherited a project that I think was kind of a project when the guy before me got it too. So we have a bunch of hands touch a bunch of stuff. Ooh, that sounds dirty. No, never mind. I'm tired. But yeah, bunch of different hands in there. You don't know, too many cooks spoil the stew or whatever analogy you want to use. You got to figure out how it all goes. And luckily, guys, I found that box. It was underneath a whole bunch of other crap back here when we first got it. I didn't know it was in there. Luckily, I took some time and went through everything. Because the wheel wasn't even bolted on when we got it. The nut for that was actually on the dash. So it's just, that's how this thing's been since day one. But, as you can tell, guys, come on. I'm happy. It looks like a truck. I mean, it's all together. You could actually drive it. I mean, I drove it before, but it was a little bit sketch. So there's a couple of little things I want to do in there. I'm going to try and figure out what's up with this front part here. Maybe we can run some of that weather stripping right there. We'll see how that works out. For some reason, am I crazy? Or is the rearview mirror set for like Andre the Giant? So we'll fix that. Just little stuff. I'll take care of that little piece of a little vent right there. All little stuff. Got a super cool, old school steering wheel cover for this thing too. So all this little stuff, guys, that I'm not going to bore you with. We'll show you it when it's done because, I'm not doing it right now. I'm tired. And this place is an effing mess. So I'm going to head up to the house, hose off, hit the rack, and then tomorrow, before we start doing anything else, we got to clean this up. I can't work like this, guys. I just can't do it. So, but interior's knocked out. I'm happy, and we're finally getting on the cool stuff, guys, because you know what they say, right? If you want the coolest thing in the parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work, and I think we're doing it. So make sure you guys come back next week. Before I even mention that, the dash. I got some bitches about the dash. I'm not going to go into all of them right now because we're ending on a positive. All right. But Tuesday morning, we're going to air some grievances about that. So make sure you check out the Tuesday morning tech tip, and after that, see what we're getting into next week. I don't know. We got all sorts of parts. Never know what we're doing. Thanks for watching, guys.